I'm a little lost out here. It's hard to see anything.
You have got to see this. Look up.
Whoa. I've been so busy looking down and around, I've been missing all the amazing creation around me. I just needed to look up. Whoa, look at that one. It's super bright but tiny.
Oh, I know that one. That one is Arcturus. It's the brightest star in the northern hemisphere.
It has a name?
Actually, they all do. Psalm 147 verse 4 tells us God numbers the stars in the sky. He knows all of their names, even the ones we can't see.
Imagine seeing all those stars and pointing to that one and calling it by name.
Names are important to God. God knows your name. He knows you. He knows what you worry about. He knows what makes you laugh.
Does he know where I am?
He knows exactly where you are. Anytime. All the time.
That's good, because I'm feeling a little lost and alone out here.
You're not alone.
Well, I'm certainly lost.
That's not exactly what I meant. Let's zoom into the Bible. It tells us who God is and that you are known and loved by him. Turn to the second part of the Bible, to the book of Luke chapter 19, where we discover a man who got lost in a crowd. He was small and had to climb up over the crowd to see. Jesus had come to his city, and people had gathered in the street to see Jesus. That's what he wanted to see. He was trying to get a glimpse of Jesus. Would you like to see what happens?
Luke chapter 19, verse 1 through 10.
Jesus was arriving in Jericho, and a large crowd had gathered in anticipation. People wanted to see Jesus. Among the residents of Jericho was a man named Zacchaeus. He was a tax collector, and a lot of people didn't like him.
The crowd lined the street, and Zacchaeus could not make his way to the front. He was a short man and could not see over the crowd. Clearly, they could see Zacchaeus. Why wouldn't they let him through?
Remember, Zacchaeus was a tax collector. In Zacchaeus' day, tax collectors were known to be greedy. They would charge people whatever they wanted and keep the extra for themselves.
So when Zacchaeus showed up to see Jesus, people were thinking, I'm not letting that guy through.
Zacchaeus couldn't get through the crowd, so he looked around, and just ahead of the crowd was a sycamore tree. Zacchaeus ran ahead of the crowd, climbed up into the tree, and waited.
The crowd followed Jesus and soon arrived at Zacchaeus' tree.
Jesus stopped and looked up into the tree. Jesus saw Zacchaeus, and he called him by name. Zacchaeus, hurry and come down out of the tree. I want to come to your house today.
Zacchaeus hurried down the tree and welcomed Jesus to his home. The crowd did not understand, and they grumbled. Why would Jesus pick Zacchaeus to visit? Doesn't Jesus know how selfish and awful Zacchaeus has treated everyone?
Jesus did know what Zacchaeus did, and Zacchaeus knew too. He told Jesus, I'll give half of all I own to the poor, and if I have cheated anyone, I'll give back 4 times what I took. Jesus was pleased with Zacchaeus' decision of what to do with his money. Jesus explained that he came so that people like Zacchaeus would learn about God's love. Today, Jesus said, salvation has come to this house. Zacchaeus discovered he was seen and known by God. Even though Jesus knew what Zacchaeus had done, he still invited him into a friendship with him. Jesus sees value in every person. While the crowds were grumbling because of Zacchaeus, Jesus welcomed Zacchaeus because he was worthy of being changed.
Just like Zacchaeus, Jesus sees and knows everything about us, even stuff we want to keep hidden. And still, he wants us to know him.
When we see how much Jesus loves us and invites us to know and trust in him, it can change our lives.
The sun is out.
Can you see where you are?
I know exactly where I am.
It's good to know where you are, so you can see where you are going.